Okay. Let's be honest. You cannot talk about fashion without talking about vanity. The two go hand in hand. The beauty, the allure, the runway, the logo, the luxury. All of this lives within the structure of the art. I spent a great deal of my life in fashion direction, working in menswear and women's wear as an expert in styling. And what we do not talk enough about is the idea of logomania and the grips it has in inner city communities. What do we mean? Take, for instance, the idea of hip hop.
Home base. We can't all be Jay-Z.
Oh, you still writing rhymes? Oh, damn.
Nah, I be spending most of my stuff off the dome, but when you sent me the beat, I was like, nah, I gotta write to this, because I've been wanting to write to this beat.
Oh,
yeah, but I just never did it. So when you sent it to me, I was like, yeah. That's why I got straight to it, because I'm like, yeah, this is the beat for me.
Introduce yourself and your name. What do you go by?
Tone Corleone, artist, creative, from the Bronx, New York. I'm a man of many talents.
And talented he is. I recently spent a few weekends this past winter with Tone, exploring how hip-hop music has influenced culture and fashion, seeing what he understands about it and how it has shaped his career. We caught up before he performed in front of the Hip Hop Museum.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Ready to show out, have a good time, ready to, showcase my talent. It's been a couple weeks since I last performed, so, just being able to showcase what I have, some of the music that I have unreleased, and see people's reaction. So I'm ready. Yo. How y'all feeling, man? Good. How are y'all feeling, man? Good. All right, cool. I go by the name of Tone Corleone. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Not too far from here, actually. I grew up right where hip-hop was invented, down the block from me on Burnside Avenue. So, you know what I mean? It's a part of who I am. And when I do shows, I like to, get to know y'all a little bit and let y'all get to know me. So when I say, what's the word, I need y'all to say, you tell me. All right? We can do that? Yeah. All right, what's the word? You tell me. What's the word? You tell me. The word of the day is reflection. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. During this period of time recently, I've been doing a lot of reflecting. And, going through the ups and downs in life, you know what I mean? I feel like it only makes sense to think about where you've been in order to get to where you're going. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, we can get into my story. I don't even need no time. Okay, that's how it is. Did love wrong for most of my life. It's funny how karma's a bitch. And she gon' be petty as fuck. Like go out of town to get bent. I went out of town to go build a rapport, and I ended up being a man. Busy, I ain't answer calls. Felt the way, got her revenge. Lucky I've been around the way. Fuck it, charge it to the game. This just a regular day. Can't take a loss to why you playing, yeah. Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all time. You could tell someone is hip-hop based on how they dress, how they act and behave, and what they listen to.
You bring in the dress aspect, which is primarily what we're talking about here. Hip-hop's influence on luxury designer and fashion culture. How do the two relationships get along with each other? What is that marriage looks like to you?
You can't have one without the other, honestly, at this point in time. I feel like when you are listening to music or rapping or decide to get into music, there's more that comes with it besides making music. You have to actually have the image that allows people to perceive you as what the music is talking about. Without the style, it's hard for people to find a reason to listen to the music. Nowadays, at least, especially, everything's on social media, people scrolling. You can't post a black video with no image and then a song and people are just gonna scroll past it. But if you fly and you got on a fire outfit, then people have a reason to wanna watch the video. Now they listen to the song, now they have more reason to be invested into the song. Come out, you can't be from the Bronx where hip hop was invented and be swagless, you know what I mean? So obviously I got the Biggie on, got the Preem, I got the nice naughty, kind of 90s-esque, golden era swag, you know what I mean, right now. So, you know, beanie on the head. So it's very important, you know, I gotta show where I'm from and how I dress. I gotta show my style and my presence and make it felt. You know what I mean?
Do you feel there is a pressure that comes with being an artist, especially a new artist, and the personal image of the artist? Let's say, for instance, you had a performance. Would you wear something you've been seen in photographs on Instagram?
There's definitely pressure because it's like when you're an artist and you're trying to grow an audience, build a fan base, and you have that in mind of what I mentioned about how people perceive you a certain way, you kind of now put that pressure upon yourself. So if I've already posted pictures in this fit and I do a show, I can't wear the same fit because it's going to be pictures from the show, right? So now I'm going to be posting the same outfit. And people, fans, hecklers might comment and be like, oh, what is this? Like, he wore that same thing.
To be fair, it's not every day that you get an artist like Tone Coleon to talk about these areas in fashion and music that intersect personal style, image, and how they're perceived, not only in the music industry, but amongst their peers. Sometimes it feels like retail therapy is the only way to assert one's value, the admiration of fashion luxury labels, sometimes to the financial detriment of artists.
Well, like if you are a fan of a specific artist and that artist says, I'm only rocking True Religion Yankee fitteds, you might now say, okay, I'm gonna do that. But if he never mentions it, you probably won't think about it. So I think that the influence comes from lyrics and also the persona that people portray. I feel like as a disenfranchised community and people, we tend to show the most love to brands that come from outside of our community. Like for instance, a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci, they have nothing to do with hip hop. They can possibly care less about the people in the hood, but those are some of the most popular brands amongst those people, individuals that the people at the top could care less about. So, in comparison to black-owned brands where someone might prefer to rock Gucci over an upcoming designer because that designer isn't as popular as Gucci. So people tend to follow in line of what's popular opposed to setting trends on a consistent basis. Hey man, it was a vibe, man. I really enjoyed growing up over here. You know what I mean? You don't even realize that it's poverty. Like you just have so much fun and you know what I mean? You don't understand that this is what poverty is. So I grew up in New York City, so like hip hop is prevalent, and out here in New York, if you're not fly, they cutting your ass. So you a bum ass nigga if you're not fly. So like that's the lingo. So I like to look good. As long as I look good, I don't care who made the clothes, right? Now I'm not about to go buy some cheap you know what I mean, something that doesn't look well or isn't good quality, you know what I mean? But I'm not all about the high end. You know, I'm like right now this shirt is from one of my homies.
Today, hip-hop artists such as Tone Coleon are exhibiting their lyrical capabilities, their approach to the art form of rap and hip-hop music, and the way they do so with what we know as style. If you go back to the root of hip-hop and you look at initially how it was constructed to tell stories, and the style that was used to deliver these stories was always rooted in creativity, giving artists the power to dictate what's cool and what's not. And lastly, since we are on the topic of lyrics, could you give us a quick 16?
Quick 16?
Yeah, quick 16.
Wake up in the finest linens, these silk sheets. Close my eyes and lay on clouds, find real peace. Rarely dreaming, but always steaming, concealed crease. Giveaway was worn out, favorite pieces I still keep. Maybe that's what I play for. I'm shining bright like this emerald cut wife he prayed for. Was in the dark and got found, felt like a stray dog. Always planning to get rich, realize it's harder to stay poor. Can't do that, and that's what I'm not gonna do. Real is rare, I'm watching out for the obstacles. Let go of fears, to me nothing's impossible. Supreme being, the street where I got my arsenal. I keep mine tucked in fashion. Swear the world treat me better, these girls love with passion. Enough for all, I'm finna ball, no need to ration. Gotta stay alert, I'm ready for any course of action.
Yeah. Look. Lamborghini Mercy, up and down Mercer. Never been a second to last, I'm the first. I see them boys stealing my style, ain't nothing worse. Let them know I see them in that, I be the first to call you out. I got Aventura style, so I go down south. Beach in Miami where the sun be brown.